Shaun is up 4-2 over Skyler. Give Skyler a break.
All right, here we go.
All right, let the action begin. Let's dive on in. Looks like Wilkie wins the leg, so he's going to break first.
Some honorable mentions here for some of our players. Mr. Stu Rainey came all the way down from New England playing this event today. Top 25. Kelly Wyatt, Brett Ross, Tina Mom, hitting the ball very well. In the top 24 after this round, we should be top 16, I believe. Top 12. Top 16, yeah.
Top 16,
yeah.
Usually.
It's a break by Wilkie. The ball's real strong. Got one down. Doesn't have the greatest shot on the
It's like
one
a
ball.
defense
Check
right off the
overhead.
bat.
Yeah.
At the game's
Problem with the
begin.
defense on that is even if you gotta hide the cue. Like that, that'll work.
And he locks it up like that.
That's
Diet Coke, please.
Root beer would be great. Root, yeah. Thank you.
shout out to Charlie Roy coming through with the sodas. Guys, we got 73 people watching right now. Engage with us a little bit in the chat room. Let's talk. Where you from? Who's the furthest away?
Who do you think's going to take it today?
I've actually never seen either one of these players shoot.
Oh, you're in
This,
for a treat.
yeah, it's just kind of new for me.
Ah,
I've
you'll
heard.
enjoy it.
I've heard Shaun Wilkie plays very strong.
He does.
Um,
Shaun's been playing a very long time. Very long time. since
and
he was-
Robert's an older man, so I'm sure he's been playing for very long also.
All right. So it was a good hit, but he's definitely going to leave the one ball for Shaun to be able to reach and make. Oh, so Shaun stuns it over trying to get the path to a 2. Ends up locking himself up behind the 4. So let's see. He's looking at his angles. This might be a 2-railer. Good hit.
Your name, Frank the Event Ender. Frank the Event Ender by 11. We love it. UK, Richie. I like that one. We're in the UK, sir.
Wonderful. Thank you for tuning in from the UK. Absolutely awesome.
That's great. I was joking at the U.S. Open with Mindy. Mindy's my wife. And, I always make a joke with her that I'm big in Finland. And me and Mika. Awesome. Thank you, bud. Me and Mika took a picture together, and I sent her. I was like, see, I am big in Finland. They love me there. But, all right.
So, the U.S. Open, I tell you, that was such a great, great event. Just to see all the top players and watch the amount of talent
Oh,
in
absolutely.
that venue. Oh, Ladies and gentlemen, if you have never been to the U.S. Open, please put it on your bucket list because, it was amazing.
I sat about 8 feet from where the players were sitting when it wasn't their shooting. For the co-match, the co semifinal, the Federer semifinal, and then of course the finals. And it was amazing to see just that many racks of people not missing.
I know. It's amazing pool. And if you are truly, truly an avid lover of the game, you will walk away with such a high respect. More so than just saying, oh yeah, hey, it's a pro. No, you'll walk away with truly much more high respect for a player's game.
All right, here comes Rob Krull with a
Always going to the air.
jump shot opportunity.
Let's see.
Get our foot on the replay pedal.
Oh,
I'll say it's going to get safe, maybe. Little slight safe on that
yeah,
one.
slightly.
Looks like Wilkie. Is he sponsored by Lucasi?
Yes,
He's not-
Lucasi.
okay.
Yep.
And Lights Out Sportswear. Are they still around?
So it last I believe it was Breakout and not Lights Out, it is Breakout.
understand.
Billiards apparel.
The Vent Crusher.
I'm so gonna have you a shirt made.
Yeah,
I really am.
I need it.
That's just great.
Richie says, I play in a pool hall that has only one American table, the rest are English. No one has respect for this game over here. It's sad to see. Yeah, and Richie, it's kind of the same way over here in the U.S. Snooker, a lot of people don't have a lot of respect for snooker and how hard it is to pocket those balls and maneuver around the table. There used to be a snooker table here in Philadelphia. We used to refer to it as the golf course because it was so big.
Yeah, I don't think is he gonna get?
When Judd Trump came over here in 2019, my buddy Joe McGee played him. And I remember talking to Judd. He was telling us about how, essentially to him, how small the table was.
Yeah.
But it was still a different style table that he was used to.
100%.
Especially he was saying with the pointed, with the pointed corners and pointed sides, they don't
Yes.
not rounded.
See, and to be honest, that's where I hope I hope really hard. What a nice kick by Shaun.
Shot.
And great position for the six. That's where I hope that, one day across the world, not just the U.S., right? Because it's already big in Europe. It's already
Yeah.
big over in, a lot of the other countries. But unitedly, like everybody can have a mix of tables, whether you have the American pool table, snooker table, the three cushion table, like, just the wide variety. Because I think all around, if you're a well-rounded player in any of those formats, that's a nice out by Shaun to get on the board first.
Joe Bassetti, we had 59 players come to the tournament. I have a 761 Fargo, a 744, 739, 731, 710, 712, 701, 702, a bunch of high-end 690, 680, 670 players. Yeah, we'll keep Swiffer. No problem. So I'd say if you take everybody and average them out, I think our average player is like 600 plus. Toby from Drexel Line, we got Ralphie Saldana, Vinny Cimarelli, Sean Dobson's here, or Sean Dobson was here earlier. A couple other ones, I'm trying to remember who. Russian Kenny's here. I mean, a lot of those guys did go.
Mikey's here.
Delay. A lot of them guys did go up Drexel Line.
Lots of high-end pool players here.
Yeah, Toby, Ralphie comes to our tournaments a lot, actually. Him and I have a nice mutual respect for each other. He comes out and gives me support.
Oh, is he here?
Ralphie Saldana?
Yeah. Is that the Rafi?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about, yeah.
Oh.
I'll introduce you.
Yes, please. I'd love to meet Rob.
If he didn't leave yet, Rafi does work a lot, so I'm not sure if he's. Let's see if he's still in.
That would be awesome.
Check to make sure I'm not. No, he actually did get eliminated. He might not be here.
Oh, darn it. Well, if he happens to tune in, Rafi,
he'll
I'm
jump.
sorry I had the chance to meet you. I didn't realize you
sorry,
were here
Rafi.
today. Darn it.
All right, Shaun Wilkie here. Looks like he's trying to complete the run out. Shaun shoots quick.
Yes.
I like it.
When he's in stroke,
I like it.
he does. He is a fast shooter. But again, he's very efficient, right? Because he sees the run out.
Yeah.
And it looks like he's got down. Yep.
Richie, I definitely agree with that assessment. It's actually on my bucket list to get to the UK and play pool over there and just kind of see the place. We have a final here in the Skylar Hess Shaun Bogutsky match. Shaun has won 6-2, which is eliminating Skylar. Skylar is the last female standing and is only 14 years old and is in the top 20. It's a great thing for her. Hold on one second.
Yes,
guys.
very good for her. She shot good. Can't be mad at how she shot. All right, so that's going to put Shaun up 2-0 over Robert Krull with Shaun to break.
Let's go break there by Shaun, especially shape on a 1-2.
It's great shape for the 1. And the 2, too, because honestly, like, in reality, you don't have to do a whole lot of work to get positioned.
No, not
for
really.
that
Just
2.
get yourself right back up. Let's take a look at this bracket here. We got to run a couple matches down tonight. Get ourselves into that. Hopefully that top 8, or I'm sorry, that top 6. We're paying out 6 in the Calcutta, 12 in the tournament. So we'd like to get down to that top 6 matchups. Makes it really worth it for the players to come back tomorrow. Hey, Belinda, how you doing? Oh, sure, Richie. The 6 is the gray-looking ball that was just next to the 2 ball that Shaun shot at, and the teal-colored ball that is the 7 ball.
He came up a little short on that 2. He was struggling to get that 1 in. It was the position his body had to be over the edge of the table, so he ended up hanging the 2. But Rob's going to get an opportunity with making the 2.
Richie, if you know the old Cyclops balls, they were repurposed into Dynasphere balls. That's the new company, essentially. Also, the owners of Championship Cloth.
So now you have a cut on the 5 down the rail. In reality, you don't have to do too much work here. Take it to the 6. Just a little stun, come out. Ooh,
Oh, he held
and
it
he
up.
hung it. Ouch.
It's not an easy shot for Shaun, though. He's got balls on the
Oh,
line.
yeah. If Shaun can reach it, he can either kick at it. It's kind of middle of the table. And that's one thing I love about Shaun's game is Shaun he constantly walks around the table, just seeing every aspect. And I think, to be honest, a lot more players should do that
Move
and
around a little
make it
bit.
part of their routine. pre-shot. His pre-shot routine is, imperative. Just kick at it. Nice shot by Shaun. It's good measure out.
All right. Good shot by Shaun to get out that position there. A little far, but he should be okay. Just float over one rail. In this case, two. He's going to come around.
Yeah, 2 rail it for the 9. And that's going to bring Shaun up 3-0.
3-0 in the race to 7.
He's hitting them good.
Alternate break format here, so it will be Rob Krull's break. All right, rack number 4. Wilkie up 3-0.
All right, so he drained one on the break.
Oh, it's like that.
And
7-2
looking
is
from here,
in the
and
way.
you can't see it from the overhead because it doesn't look like it, but it looks from here, looking directly at the table. It might slightly go by the 2 on the side.
We still got a whole lot of pool to be playing here tonight.
Oh, yeah.
I think we're going to put... I think the loser of this match is going to stay here. And we might put Mama match up next.
Nice hit. So now you can just cut the 2 slightly. Just come 1 rail for position on the 3 in the side pocket. All right, so he came up above the 3. Just come back and forth for that 4. Now, is he going to use a little bit of draw on that to try and get position for the 5? Or is he going to stun it over? Oh. Ouch. That's going to hurt because that's going to leave a straight shot in for the 4 for Shaun. Shaun's going to go for the bridge, looking for position for the cue ball for the 5. So Richie, that's the Dynasphere template rack. Joe, yes, it's a very good field. Super strong today. You know, we were talking earlier about how the average is, between 6 and 650 for Fargo rating, and the amount of talent that's in this room today, and that showed up to come play. Lots of action. Comes down, perfect position for that. 6.
Be back in a minute, okay?
Gets on it for the 8. Yeah, slightly off for the 9. But they are going to go ahead and move the rack. All right, so this should just possibly be a slight cut to the 9, and the cue ball should come up off of the foot rail. Looks like he's using left, and it's in. So that's going to put Shaun up 4-0. And it's going to be Shaun's break. I got to pull for Robert here, at least to try and get on the board. Hopefully the table will give him some love at some point and stop taking everything away. Yes, Toby. So you can actually find the bracket at digitalpool.com. And in the search bar for the tournament, all you have to look up is the PA State. And you will see the front of the flyer for the PA State Pro-Am. And you can follow along digitally in the bracket at digitalpool.com. So Shaun breaks, and he makes 2 off the break with a clear shot to the 1. Doesn't look like anything's tied up here, so he can easily cup the 1. Come down off the foot rail for position on the 2. Slightly roll up for 3 on the foot rail. So it looks like everything can possibly flow pretty well through this rack. Again, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, we thank you for tuning in here to PA Pro-Am. This event is being held at Bluegrass Billiards. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe the stream. We definitely appreciate all the support and all of the shares and the likes and the loves. And if you look in the upper left-hand corner and you feel like being generous today, there is a tip jar at $Frank Maioletti for the PA Pro-Am, and that's to improve and add to the stream. All tips are welcome, not, designated. So if you feel gracious enough, we thank you ahead of time. So Robert is going to come to the table with a shot on the 2. A little bit of stun, gives him direct shot on the 3. He's looking at position here, looking at the table, trying to see exactly where he wants to go with this next shot. Now, you can do this kind of a couple of ways. You can come off the side rail after making the 3, kind of stun it a little bit and leave you for the 4 in the side pocket. Just like that, with a little bit of spin. Wake and bake, it's all good. We appreciate the like, share, and the follow. And he's going to come off the side rail, give him straight cut position for the 6 down the rail, which will leave him at the lower half of the table to be able to make the 8. Now he can either take that, the 8 in the side pocket or the upper pocket to try and get position for the 9. So let's see what his decisions are going to be. Perfect. Cut on the 6. Oh, he's going to straight on so he can roll up to make the 8 and then have straight position for the 9 in the upper right pocket. Oh, jeez. Just no love. I thought he was going to go up table. He decided to try and cut it instead. With that, it hit the tip of that side pocket, and the 8 is just sitting there. So Shaun is now looking at the angle. And from where I'm sitting, it looks like it might... Never mind. I thought he was going to take it long rail, but he made the 8 and gives a straight position for the 9. Oh, that is uncharacteristic. Wow, from what we've seen so far in this match, Shaun hangs up, rattles the 9 ball just a bit, which is going to give Robert a chance for the 9 ball. And that's going to put Robert on the board with 1. So we're looking at 4-1 and having fun. Not too sure about the Eddie Abram. I will check with Frank when he gets back. He had to step out of the booth for a minute. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you've never been to this pool room here in Philadelphia and you happen to ever be in the area, please make sure you stop by Bluegrass Billiards and check it out. It is an amazing pool room with 50 tables, lots of space, and it is just an absolute beautiful, and the food is great as well. So make sure if you get a chance to stop in, you stop into Bluegrass. On a good day, you may be able to actually catch the man and meet Frank himself, Mayoletti, from PA Pro-Am. Bear with me 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. So it looks like Robert took a break for just a moment. So while we're waiting for him to return, how about a little commercial? All right, so we've got Robert breaking. Yes, the cheesesteaks are absolutely wonderful and amazing. And I'll tell you another thing. The mozzarella sticks are homemade and they're not your normal restaurant style mozzarella sticks. They are big and delicious. All right, so Robert breaks. Looks like he gets one down. Now, he does not have a shot on the one. He can kick, possibly, coming off the bottom rail, trying to maybe make a safety play. But it doesn't look like he has too much outside of that. So you can try and kick the one up table, leave the cue ball down here at the bottom of your screen. Let's see if we can get a safety leave that might possibly save him and give him a little bit of love. But let's see what his decision is going to be with that one ball. So he's going to push. Not really leaving a shot for Shaun. Again, it's going to be an option of a kick shot. Let's see if Shaun actually goes for it. So wake and bake, to be honest, when it comes to tip, it's really honestly personal preference. I play with a Kamui soft tip, and I happen to like the Kamui tips very much. They're very responsive. They don't mushroom out so bad. And, it varies. So while Frank's away, we're going to have a guest commentator. Just the microphone to you. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and bring Skylar, the Ice Princess, into the booth with me while Frank's away. She's going to help commentate. So on this match for Shaun, he's up 4-1. What do you think he's going to do? Does this look like an easy table to run out, or?
No, I don't think you can see the entire one. I lied.
I think that was a pretty good hit there by Shaun. What do you think? How would you go from the 2 to the 3? Would you draw it? Or
Yeah,
would you rail it?
but I would just stun it to the left side. Like that, yeah. Got a lot of angle off this ball. But, I mean, he can go for the corner, the bottom right corner. For the 5 ball.
So you have the 5 now. And you got to come back up for the 6.
Yeah. But what I would do is I would get straight in the corner. I don't like trying to slow roll this into the side unless he goes 2 rails. Kind of like that, but going for the side. Putting a little bit more bottom on it.
I got you, Wake and Bake. It's all good.
Now he's just got to roll this ball.
So what I've noticed about Shaun's game is he definitely likes to go back and forth, right? He likes to use the rails.
Me too. I mean, it's much easier to use the rails rather than trying to do something crazy.
All right, so that's going to put Shaun up 5-1. This is going to be in a race to 7. And thank you, Bill Barr, for the subscribe. Thank you so very much for that. Neighbor, ladies and gentlemen, please to like, share, and subscribe to the channel and support your PA Pro-Am and the stream. That brings you great action here out of Bluegrass Billiards in Philly. So it's going to be Shaun's break.
Shaun breaks pretty hard, so I'm sure he'll get the 3-point rule. I haven't been watching because I had to play a match, but
He does break hard. I did notice that.
yeah. So I made 2 balls, which means only one has to stay above head string. Now, I don't know if the 1 goes past the 9 ball to make it, but if it doesn't, me personally, I would hit the right side of the 1 ball and push the cue ball behind the 8-9 and leave the 1 ball. Not near the pocket, but kind of in the middle of the bottom rail. But if he can make this ball, then I definitely would shoot it. It's just kind of hard to see from this angle. Or he could kind of
Tap the pedal down there. You should be able to change the screenshot. Oh, wait.
My bad.
Bear with us a second.
She told us to do this. She told me to do this. Okay, can I,
You should be able to push it again and it should come out.
no, it's good. Well, he could see it, so.
That was what, the middle one?
I think so.
So it's probably the right to the left.
Oh, he missed it.
Oh my. You
He
think
left
that
it
was a little
kinda-
rushed?
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. I've noticed that. So yes, he's a fast shooter. Like I've noticed that as well too. Like when he gets in rhythm.
I'd play safe here. Try to push the 3 ball to the bottom rail. Try to leave the cue ball on down the table. Or
Yeah.
maybe even try to get the cue ball behind the 8-9, but that's kind of tough, so.
Let's see. So Wake and Bake, this is Skylar Hess. This is the Ice Princess. She is a junior. It's my daughter, actually. And she is sponsored by Frank Maioletti for PA Pro-Am. And she is a 2-time national champion for the Billiard Education Foundation.
I think
She-
he's cutting this.
Trying to play safe. I don't think he got the. Oh.
See, that's why I don't like that shot. Trying to play behind 1 ball when you have plenty of other options.
Right. There's still plenty of balls on the table to be able to kind of duck and hide with, I think.
But I think the 3 ball goes on the side. The biggest thing is watching out to not. He's gonna put bottom on this, kind of try to stun it a little bit because he doesn't want to run into the 8-9. So he could get stuck. Yeah.
Yeah, see, it was a good shot.
See, the angle's kind of hard to see if it's straight or not, so I wasn't 100% sure.
Right.
Yes, Richie, there is a break rule. It's a 3-point break rule. So if you make a ball on the break, you have to have at least 2 balls past the head string. And if you don't make 2 balls past the head string, your opponent has the option to either give it back to you or shoot.
So, Sky, the chat's asking who is your coach?
I've had a few, but my main one that pretty much got me started was Bus Driver. He's a 1 pocket legend. And then, I mean, I've worked with a bunch of people before. Oh, he missed the 7 ball.
Oh, yeah. That rushing, into his shot. That extra 2 seconds, and he probably would have made that ball in a perfect position.
Me personally, breaking, I like breaking from the rail. I don't know. I just like breaking into the rail because it makes sure to get the wing ball to go. You can still get the wing ball to go with your hand on the table. I just like to have my hand on the rail for a little bit more support.
Yes, bus driver
yes.
Ronnie.
Yes.
Thank you for the subscribe and the like and the share. That was a nice cut.
He cannot make this ball.
Yeah, I was gonna say it does not
can
look like
see
you can
it.
see.
This is very touchy because he might be able to make it, but I doubt it.
Can he kick it off the rail?
Yeah, but you got a problem if you hit the side of the rail, then you could possibly scratch in the corner. You also don't want to leave Shaun an open shot, obviously, because it's already 5-1. So, me personally, I don't know what I do here. This is kind of a sucky position to be in,
Yes.
especially being down, but yeah. That's cool. Yeah, bus driver's a super nice guy. He's always been a big supporter of me.
Oh.
So he could see it. I think he didn't flow that ball in. With those types of shots, you kind of need to flow
Yeah, it looked
the
like he
ball
kind of
in.
jabbed at it a little bit, you know.
Now, I don't know what Shaun's going to do here. He's probably going to shoot it in the corner, but me, I'd get in the side. Yeah, I'd shoot it in the side. Me, personally, I like the sides. But
So what I have noticed is that Shaun has shot the majority of his 9-balls this match in that same pocket.
maybe he's just trying to make a goal for himself. I don't know.
So that's going to put Wilkie on the hill first, 6-1.
Wake and bake, yeah. I also was going to say try to kick and stick, but that's a little tough because you also have that angle. So you wouldn't, I don't think you would be able to, like, completely stick it without it kind of stunning a little bit. So,
While we're waiting, we're going to run one more commercial for you, so stay tuned. All right, it's going to be Robert's break.
so Emil,
Oh, no, love. Man, this table has just been horrible today. Like, taking in and showing love in one direction and not showing love in another.
so the 7-ball, I don't know. Let me see if I can change the angle.
Try the other one that's probably overhead on the edge.
So, wait, the other one is the one that I was. So the 7-ball does not go in that corner. So he's going for the 9-ball. But me personally, I would run this out because there's no 6-ball on the table, which means all you have to do is roll up on that 5-ball, like get on the 4-ball on the side and then roll up on the 5-ball. And I feel like you could make the 7, but or even try to break it out. But he's gonna go for this 9-ball for the win. Or maybe even 3 foul.
I don't know.
If he's putting bottom on this ball, he's definitely going to try to make the 9-ball. Yeah.
Oh,
He played a 2-way, I believe.
it was a 2-way. Look at that. Locked him up right behind the 8 and the 7, right? It was the 7.
I agree with you. Wake and bake. It's definitely true. It's always easier to talk about it than to do it.
100%. Cap and Dave over there. They better be staying out of trouble.
they're always in trouble.
Truth.
Well, they're always trying to find trouble. So
Right.
this is a really close jump, but some people feel comfortable with it. So we'll see. I mean, Fargo like that, he should be blowing it. Yeah.
Oof.
So
Okay. But he made the jump, so you got to give him that, right? Like, that was a tight space, but he made the jump. Unfortunately, he made no contact with the one, so that's going to give Shaun ball in hand.
7 ball's still tough,
Yes.
but if you leave yourself a little angle from like I said before, from the 5 to the 7, you can run into make the 7 ball and run into the 8 ball.
Thank you, Stan, for subscribing. We truly appreciate it. Got lots of action coming to you from Bluegrass Billiards here with PA Pro-Am.
He's going to try to get on this 4 ball, and then maybe he will try to roll the 5 ball up for the 7. I'm not
Now, do you think if he comes down for the 5 that he's going to try and break out the 7 and the 8? Is that in the path of being able to be broken out with the cue ball?
he uses English, yeah, but the way he got on it, he's going to be able to get super straight on this ball if he shoots in the corner.
Okay.
Which means he can do what I said, stop the ball, stop the cue ball, get on the, oh, he's on the side.
Oh,
I don't like that though, because the 7 ball is in a funky position. You got to get perfect, or try to do what he's doing and get on one of the bottom corner pockets. I
So
like
is
either
there-
the breakout option, but you got to use a lot of spin, or going straight down, like I said before.
now is it possible that he's going to kick at the, he's going to cut the 5 and the cue ball is going to come down below the 7? He could take the 7 straight up.
No, he's gonna have to
You
go
have to
2
hold the cue
rails.
ball, right?
No, he's gonna have to go 2 rails to get to the 7 ball.
Gotcha.
Maybe.
All right. Let's see what Shaun's thinking.
Yeah, 2 rails. Oh. Gotta love
Oh, man, look at that position. Howdy hit it, folks.
Don't rush it. Oh, he played safe.
All right.
I'd hate to be in this situation. On 2 fouls, I'm down 6-1. There's always a possibility to coming back, but when you got a kick and you're on 2 fouls, I don't like being in that position. That's
So
for
if he
sure.
comes, can he come off the foot rail? 2 rails up to touch the 7. Coming at this angle.
Yeah, he could go 2 rails that way, go 1 rail. It all depends. I mean,
Thank you, Warren, so much for subscribing to the channel.
That's funny.
So I do believe that Shaun just told Robert he was on 2.
Yeah. I don't think Robert knew what 3 foul was because he was asking Shaun. Like,
What it was. Yeah, see, and that's like a stressful position, right? Because you're
especially if you don't know about it.
right, and not only that, you're down 6-1, right? So you're struggling because you're not getting any love from the table, and so now here comes the pressure, right? Because you have your opponent who's on the hill, telling you that you're on 2. That's a stressful moment, isn't it?
Yeah, but it definitely feels good to be in the position where you lock up a player and they're on 2 and you're the one sitting in Shaun's position. That's definitely a good feeling.
Wake and bake. I don't know about that.
It's
Ooh.
over.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to end the match on a 3 foul. So it is going to be 7-1. Shaun Wilkie takes that win. Please stay tuned with us. We'll be back with some more action.